Hey guys, we are making bread for the first time. Actually, that's a lie because I attempted to film this video before and kind of screwed up. Here's what my bread looks like. It came out not risen, but edible, but we're gonna try and make actual bread that rose this time. And the reason I'm making this video is because your girl got her first Dutch oven for free from my job. Period. Millennial dreams coming true. And it is a cast iron Dutch oven. I already took care of the seasoning and like taking care of the cast iron part, you know, anyway. And the lid, it doubles as a lid and a frying pan, so it's kind of like a 2-in-1 deal. So it's pretty cool. It is very, very heavy, but since I have a Dutch oven, I had to make bread. So we are going to do this, and this bread is gonna come out perfect the second time around because it's a lot of 2 hours of my life plus waiting for it to bake. Anyway, let's go. The recipe I'm using I found off of Pinterest, as we do. It's called the No Knead Crusty Bread. It's from Bowl of Delicious. So I'm trying this one again for the second time. So what we need is some flour, and she said either all-purpose or bread flour is fine. Salt, but preferred without iodine is what the recipe says. Some parchment paper. This is the only amount I have left, so hopefully this bread works. And of course the yeast, I just have this like instant like little packet one, Fleischmann's rapid rise instant yeast, and some water. So I followed the instructions. Like I said, it's linked below if you want to see the actual recipe, but we're doing 1.5 cups of warm water, which here I am using my meat thermometer to check the temperature, and technically it was like 118 degrees, but the instructions say it should be at least 100 degrees, but then my yeast packet instructions say like 120 to 135, so I'm like 118 seems like a decent middle ground. I don't know. So yeah, we're just gonna do that, and hopefully our yeast is happy with that. So we mixed in the warm water, the yeast, and then some salt. And I'm just using a whisk to just make sure it's all dissolved. And next is 3 1/4 cups of flour, and then we just mix it all together. And so the first time I did it, I feel like I overmixed it. I assume you can overmix bread dough, right? So I just tried to make sure I was kind of folding it more in, and the instructions say don't worry about mixing it too much, just make sure everything is uniformly wet. And I think I messed that up the last time because the last time mine had too much water, like it just looked too wet and not doughy. So now I think it looks like dough, and I'm so excited. So we're gonna cover this up for about 2 hours. And I decided to put it in my oven because you need like a warm environment for the dough to rise. I don't know, I'm new at all this. You guys, look at how good our dough rose. I'm so excited. Like, you have no idea. Doing this within a few days of each other and having the first one fail, it really hurt a girl, okay? So now I'm just gonna preheat my oven to 450 degrees and put my Dutch oven in there with the lid on. It gets, you know, nice and toasty. So while that's going on, we're going to go ahead and form our loaf. And my Dutch oven is circle, so I'm just gonna do like a circle loaf. And yeah, you're supposed to like do it on this parchment paper, which like I said, this is just the last bit I have. I don't have any other one. So the instructions say that now that your loaf is formed, flip it over on the paper. So that's what I'm attempting to do here. And then I also used just a knife to make a little, I don't know what it's called, like the little design, the little artsy design. I don't know. I just did like a little cross and hope for the best, okay? So we're now baking for about 35 minutes. So it's been about 35 minutes. What I'm going to do now, per the instructions, is take off the lid and just let it bake for another 10 minutes. And I'm so happy with how this is looking because, like I said, the first one really scarred me for life, and that was only 2 days ago. So the instructions say to wait about 30 minutes to an hour for the bread to cool. So it said something about like if you cut in the middle, it might still be kind of doughy from steam. So that's why you're supposed to let it cool, which I'm so impatient, guys. But we're going to do this because I want a good first loaf. I would say we made bread. I'm counting this as my first successful bread moment because I mean I cut it up into fourths because I just like that. And look how it looks. It looks like actual bread, way better than my first time. So I'm gonna just bite into this. And it's just me, by the way. Like, I'm only cooking for myself, so I can just... So the only thing is the bottom, like just only the bottom crust part is really hard, but everything else tastes really good and it's soft on the top and like in the middle and everything. It's just this bottom part is unusually hard, so I'll have to look up how to fix that. But I'm excited. Will I ever buy bread again? Probably. I'm not ready for sourdough yet. I still want to do like some other basic ones before I start sourdough, but I'm so excited. Welcome to my bread journey. Also, did I put it on the wrong part of my Dutch oven? I put it in the big part of the Dutch oven. That's what I was supposed to do, right? Because I was looking up videos while it was cooking, and some people put it in the smaller part of their oven. So I'm like, did I put it in the too big part? I don't know. Let me know. I love bread, and I'm happy that I can now make it. And I'm excited to butter my bread and feed myself bread. And bread is the best thing in the world besides cats. Okay, thanks you guys so much. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.